Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the new LR Goku Ultra Instinct Sign transforming unit and see just how good he is in DBZ Dokkan Battle, basically as a preview, a look at him. Now Dispo's details are in French on the Twitter, so I won't be including him, and so we'll just be looking at Goku in this video. Goku is a Universal Survival Saga, Realm of the Gods, or Entrusted World category lead of 170% and 30% for characters who belong to Reps of Universe 7, Accelerated Battle, or Powerful Comeback. This is pretty good coverage for all your big units, so Strength UI Goku, AGL MUI Goku, Int Vegeta, the Blue Boys, etc. So this is good coverage for all of those units, makes it way simpler. Over in a Flash, Prepare for Battle, Godly Power, Kamehameha, Torment of Power, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power are his link sets, which is decent. Then in terms of passive, he activates the entrance animation once only, has Ki +4, attack and defense of 77% for 7 turns from the character's entry, plus an additional 77% for 4 turns from the character's entry when there's a USS category ally on the team. Ki +7, attack and defense of 200% with a great chance of crit, great chance of evading, and reduction of damage by 15%. So let's unpack all of that. So for the first 4 turns, he has 2 dual 177% buffs to attack and defense, and for 3 turns after that he maintains a 77% buff. He has a flat 200%, plus he has a lot of flat ki. We're looking at like 11 flat ki for the first 4 turns, 7 turns, sorry, which is pretty impressive. Great chance of evading the enemy's attack, which is 70%, great chance of critting, and 15% damage reduction. So a very good unit, very defensively sound it seems. Additional damage reduction of 35% within the same turn before he receives an attack. So immediately 50% damage reduction before he receives an attack, because the two are additive. Guards all attacks within the same turn after receiving an attack. So should he somehow get an attack after his evasion, he will immediately guard all the attacks afterwards, which is really good. Launches an additional super within the same turn after evasion, and launches an additional super that has a great chance of becoming a super attack as the second or third attacker in the turn. So built-in additionals, built-in crits, built-in evasion, and damage reduction of 50% before super seems really good to me. Very sound defensively and super strong in the beginning of fights. Now his active skill can be activated starting from the 5th turn. He will awaken, creating the domain Illuminated World of the Void, and raise superclass allies ki by 4. So even more ki raising, which is pretty nuts, and means that this guy is going to be really solid on pretty much every team. Not a lot of conditional stuff either. Yes, he does require a USS unit to activate that additional 77% buff, but it's not the hardest thing to have one single USS unit to activate it, because it says here when there is another USS category ally on the team. So to have one ally on the team that's USS is not hard right now. In terms of his super attacks, he raises attack and greatly raises defense for 1 turn, and raises allies attack by 30%. On his 18 key, raises allies defense by 30%, which is really good. And then his domain effect is that he gives superclass enemies and allies 15% attack and defense, and additional attack for characters of 15% who belong to Realm of the Gods. Superclass enemies and allies can nullify attacks that are guaranteed to hit, making it possible to evade these attacks. This is important because it counts for both. So hypothetically, for example, let's say you are doing the Legendary Goku event and you are taking Android 13 somehow into the event. Android 13 is always guaranteed to hit Goku, but if you activate this effect, he is no longer guaranteed to hit the enemy Goku. However, at the same time, Goku's evasion nullification does not work against you, so most times it's in your favor. Once he awakens to Goku Ultra Instinct, he gets really nuts. Attack and defense of 300%, an additional attack of 59%, ki of 7, and evades all attacks, and all allies have a chance of evading enemies' attacks plus 10% for the first turn from his entry. This is pretty cool, because what it means is anyone who's got a 70% evasion chance immediately becomes an 80% evasion chance, which is really good. Ki +3 up to 12 in chance of performing a critical hit, and chance of evading plus 20% up to 70% with each attack performed. So this is very interesting. He doesn't actually start out with super high evasion, but he can build himself up to the same level of evasion as the AGL Goku. Counters with tremendous power after evading an attack. This is something that's brand new. Well, not brand new because it's happened before, but this is not something we've seen with the MUI Goku before. Damage reduction of 20% and additional damage reduction of 40% within the same turn before he receives an attack. So now 60% comparative to 50. Guards all attacks after receiving an attack, and an additional attack of 91%, and chance of performing a crit and chance of evading the enemy's super attack, plus 20% when HP is 50% or less at the start of turn, and launches a guaranteed additional super attack when key is 24. So pretty good stuff. Huge evasion chance, obviously only when he's fully built up, but it doesn't take too long. Only 4 super attacks, 4 attacks to get there, and he already has one built in at 24 key, and he also obviously has his flat one. So at the very worst situation with no hidden potential system, this guy will be able to have 40% damage, 40% evasion after his first turn. You can build him full hit pro into additionals, so he's really able to kind of rock it out and should be able to get up to 77% quite quickly. Greatly raises attacking defense 1 turn, disables enemy's guard. We'll see that. Greatly raises attacking defense for 1 turn, disables enemy's guard, and causes colossal damage to the enemy. And greatly raises attacking defense for 1 turn, causes mega colossal damage, and raises allies' attack by 59% for 1 turn. So, this guy does a lot of new stuff. Counters for an MUI Goku, brand new. Also, tons of built-in crit. Very easy unit to build, full additional. So, benefits a ton from additional. Additional will be able to boost your own performance, as well as also of course enable you to get that evasion up a lot faster. And I think overall this Goku looks really good. The big huge crucial factor with this Goku is his now disabling of the evasion nullification status from bosses. So what this means is now you have a huge ability to turn units that previously could not attempt certain events into juggernauts in those events. The MUI Gokus, the UI Gokus, it's very good. But yeah, that's basically gonna be it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think about Goku, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.